Hey guys, Ron Onesti here, hanging with a new friend because I've been trying to get this guy for a long, long time. And it's Jim Breuer. And Jim, I gotta tell you something. First of all, huge fan. And that's kind of the cool thing about owning these venues. I get to bring in the people that I like, and it just so happens everybody likes, and especially it's you. People are freaking out. June 13th at the Displays Theater. I just got to tell you though, you did this video about the Displays Theater, and I've been doing this a long time, man. The best video that anybody's ever done about that. The funniest, and we're going to show it as part of this interview thing. But did that just come up? That just happened? It just come to you? I mean, how did you
Yeah.
come up with it?
Yeah. They asked me to make a video, and I always do one and done. I don't sit there and do five. I do one and done, and they'll figure it out. There's not too many videos that will, I don't know. It's hard to go, hey, I'm playing here and I'm playing there, and I was going to be there. So yeah, I just call it as I see it. I see the name, and I just went for it. So I'm glad you liked it because it's usually
I got
pretty
to tell
silly
you.
what I put out there.
No, I gotta tell you. I mean, there's some goofy things that some of the comics do. Sometimes they try to over deliver on the comedy. It was such a sincere, like
Yeah.
neighborhood guy approach to the
Well, that's
name.
what I
I
am.
really
I'm
love
just
it.
the neighborhood guy. I'm just the guy coming out with coffee, and we're going to talk for the next hour and a half. And some things will stir it up a little. Some things you already know. Some at the end of the day, you're going to feel like you went to therapy.
Or that you'll need it after this experience. Tell me, so you've been traveling around the country, of course, and the response. I know I've been speaking to the agency, obviously your agent, and even the other venues, friends of mine that have venues that you played at, and they said just wait. The audience, one of the cool things about you is just how much you get into the audience, that interaction and interfacing with the audience. It's a really, I tell you, that's a real ballsy move because you don't know what you're in for when you're dealing with the audience, right?
Well, I've been around a long time, and I'm the guy that feels the room out when he first walks in. I study everyone. I figure I I I grasp their energy, and then I can pretty much go from there of how this is going to go. And it's always goes great. Sometimes it's greater than others, but I'm thinking in this particular theater, it's going to go better than I usually anticipate.
Right. In our theaters. This place I opened up a few years ago, but I mean, I renovated. It was condemned to demolition, but we stopped the wrecking ball. We saved it. It was built in 1925, and
Wow.
next year definitely will be the 100th anniversary. And
Wow.
the walls are full of energy, and I think you're
Yeah.
going to extract that for everybody on June 13th at the Displays. First time you're appearing at one of my venues. We're going to get you
Yeah.
at our my other place at St. Charles at the Arcada Theater. Where are you now? You're obviously sitting. You've got like the classic garage. I mean, you took the time to put the hooks out and hang up all your garden. Where look, you got a lot of time on your hands, brother. I don't.
I actually, you know what? I'm going to be dead honest with you. You see all this? It's all my wife. I didn't do any of it. And
Good. You know what? I'm happy to hear that because that was a little too organized for the kind of guy that I want to see here on June 13th. I'm not looking for an organized, anal retentive, neat into comedian on June 13th. I want a wacky, disorganized, a crazy individual such as
I,
yourself.
I can explain to you too. You don't want a guy who rides bicycles with spandex pants and have hand brakes. You want 1970s, 1980s handlebars in the air, fat seat, and you still use the pedals backwards for brakes. That's how I roll.
Nobody does that. Holy smokes. But on top of all that, you got a freaking kayak. What are you doing with a kayak over there?
Oh, bro, you gotta see my what's out in the back of my lanai. I take the kayak right here. Now it's a pedal kayak. I don't do this rowing or nonsense. I'm too old for that. And once you go with the pedals, which are right there, The pedals go through there almost like a paddle boat. You know those little pedal boats, but it goes 10 times faster. And I got the wheels. I wheel it right to my backyard. I put it in the water. Gators, snakes. There's all different birds, bald eagles, hawks, osprey, all right in the yard. That's my morning. That's my morning 6, 7, 8 in the morning out in the kayak.
Where are you? Where do you live?
Florida, Naples, Florida.
Naples. So that's why you have a
Which makes it more special. It makes it more special coming to you because you know how hard it is to get me out of this area. You know how hard it is to get me to go. Where do I gotta leave this and take these off. You know how annoyed I get when I gotta take off my sandals and I gotta put on socks and shoes. God, it's annoying. It feels good to where I live. So when I go out, I make sure I'm there to crush. I'm there to hurt faces. I'm there to destroy the place. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
I'm from the streets of Chicago. You said outside of my lanai. I nodded like I knew what the hell you were talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about. I didn't know what a lanai was either until I moved down here.
A lanai. Down here, you're just gonna worry about, just dodging a bullet or two, but you got a lanai where you're coming from.
So which pizza should I get? Giordano's or what's the other one, the deep dish? It's a big debate.
Giordano's, but you know what? You got to get my pizza. I have a thing called, my last name's Onesti, and it's called the Pizza O. And it's a flavorful, I'm a crust guy, which most people are crust people.
Yeah.
My pizza is so flavorful. The pizza places do not flavor their crust. I flavor mine with a very special vegetable and garlic seasoning. And it's about this big. It's a rectangle, and it's all crust. I mean, you're gonna love it. My sauce is to die. It's a sweeter sauce. You are gonna have it. You're not gonna want to go back to your friggin' lanai once you taste.
Wait, this is your pizza?
My pizza. These are all my recipes. Yep.
Oh, are you bringing that?
Man, it's called Des Pizza. It's connected to my theater. Oh yeah, you're gonna get.
Right.
We take care of them. I cook for all the bands.
See, now I'm even more excited. I might just come back just for the pizza, but let me try it first.
Worth it. Jimmy, it's so good to talk to you. Jim Breuer, everybody. June 13th at the Des Plaines Theater. I'm telling you, it is something you got to experience live. Even though he has a lanai in Florida, he's a real neighborhood guy. He's going to bring it. He's going to deliver. June 13th. Jimmy Breuer, thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you, brother.
Ronnie, we'll see you soon, brother. Have a good one.
All right.
Later, man. Gator.